When you think of elegance, romance, and timeless luxury, there's one name that instantly comes to mind: Tiffany Co. Known around the world for its sparkling diamonds, iconic engagement rings, and the instantly recognizable robin's egg blue box, Tiffany is much more than a jewelry brand. It's a symbol of style, sophistication, and a legacy that spans nearly 2 centuries. But how did it all begin? The story of Tiffany and Company starts in 1837 in New York City. A young man named Charles Louis Tiffany, just 25 years old, opened a small stationery and fancy goods store with his friend John B. Young. They called it Tiffany and Young, and the store offered a selection of luxury paper goods, glassware, and small gifts. On the very first day, sales totaled just 498 cents, but the ambition was far greater. From the beginning, Charles Tiffany had a bold vision: to bring a new level of elegance and quality to the American luxury market. In 1853, he took full control of the business, renamed it Tiffany and Company, and focused the company's mission on fine jewelry and silverware. He was so committed to excellence that he became known as the King of Diamonds. One of the earliest milestones came when Tiffany introduced the first mail-order catalog in the United States, the now famous Blue Book. This was a groundbreaking idea at the time and made Tiffany's luxury items accessible to people across the country, not just in New York. But what truly set Tiffany apart was its obsession with quality and design. In 1851, Tiffany became the first American company to adopt the British sterling silver standard, 92.5% pure silver, and it soon set the benchmark for the entire U.S. jewelry industry. Tiffany's reputation began to grow internationally. The brand's designs won major awards at world fairs, and its unique style began to attract some of the world's wealthiest and most influential clients. Royal families, socialites, and celebrities all turned to Tiffany for extraordinary pieces. One of the most defining moments in the brand's history came in 1886, when Charles Tiffany introduced the Tiffany setting, a revolutionary six-pronged diamond ring that lifted the stone above the band to let it shine more brilliantly. It quickly became the standard for engagement rings and is still one of the most popular ring settings in the world today. Of course, no story about Tiffany would be complete without mentioning the legendary Tiffany Blue Box. This specific shade of blue, often called Tiffany Blue, was trademarked by the brand and is never sold, only gifted. Over time, the blue box itself became almost as coveted as the jewelry inside. It's not just packaging, it's a promise of beauty, craftsmanship, and timeless value. The early 20th century saw even greater expansion, including the opening of the iconic flagship store on Fifth Avenue in Manhattan in 1940, a location that would later be immortalized in the 1961 film Breakfast at Tiffany's, starring Audrey Hepburn. That movie, and the unforgettable image of Hepburn gazing into the store window, cemented Tiffany's status in popular culture as the ultimate expression of elegance and romantic aspiration. Over the decades, Tiffany & Co. continued to innovate. The brand collaborated with some of the most celebrated designers in history, including Jean Schlumberger, Elsa Peretti, and Paloma Picasso, each of whom brought their own unique artistic touch to Tiffany's collections. In more recent years, Tiffany has embraced sustainability, transparency in sourcing diamonds, and modern luxury trends, while still holding on to the timeless elegance that made it iconic. In 2021, the brand entered a new era when it was acquired by luxury giant LVMH, ensuring its place alongside other legendary names in fashion and design. Today, Tiffany & Co. is not just a jewelry brand. It's a symbol of love stories, milestones, and treasured moments. From engagement rings to signature necklaces and silver charms, Tiffany pieces mark the most special events in people's lives. So the next time you see that little blue box, remember, you're not just looking at packaging. You're looking at nearly 200 years of history, creativity, and craftsmanship. A story that began with a dream, a $5 sale, and a belief that luxury should be lasting, meaningful, and beautifully designed. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more untold stories behind the world's most iconic brands.